chapter is a case study on trust-based automated blog recommendation making. So this is just a case study before I proceed to the blog recommendation. Okay, so the outline is start by introduction, related words, study objective, and then study design, discussion, result and finding, conclusion, and the last one is future work. Okay, so for the introduction, actually this case study is to examine blogger and non-bloggers' opinion about the correlation of trust with a blogger and the information that he or she includes in their blogs. Actually, we want to find out the opinion from the blogger and the bloggers, because we know that blog is the main place for some people, especially for youngers, because they sharing many experience. Sharing, for example, travel. They share a lot of information about travel based on their experience. So the main thing is in my case study is I want to get the experience that shared by the bloggers, and also use the survey results to improve the recommendation system based on the user trust. And here we come up with a blogger considered as trustworthy if he or she has many followers, and he or she has many positive comments, and also collect as many likes as possible, as simple as like Facebook and YouTube. And next, I use the issue of trust into account the distribution of followers, comment, rating, and content which are similar to those of other bloggers. And like I said before, the bloggers in the blog itself, the bloggers share their ideas and experience about anything they have experienced before in the blog, such as travel, the trips to interesting place, dining place, government experience using public transport, and accommodation. Okay, so this is for example. Okay, example Alice will come from somewhere, maybe from Singapore or Indonesia, had visited Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia for 3 days and 2 nights. So in her blogs, she may include these details in her blog, such as what kind of airline she took, and the mode of transport taken to Kuala Lumpur, such as public bus or taxi, and also her accommodation arrangement and the cost involved, how much she paid for the hotel, and also how much she spent for the foods and so on, and also the place she visited and the cost involved, and also where this at least have breakfast, lunch, or hang out with friends in park or whatsoever. Because I chose this case because if we compare for the official blog, such as Malaysian tourism web page, in the content of tourism, government web page tourism, they just have a good information about the place. They just take such a positive information. They not share the real information inside, like a travel log, and also like if you are familiar with ACIIDS, they also have a comment from the user. If they use this hotel, they can rate this hotel, how is it compared to the official blog, official website. And this is the related word, buoyancy. I choose just one of them. They recommend maybe received through a chain of friends network. And problem for the user is to be able to evaluate various type of opinions and recommendations. And even many collaboration recommendation system are present, some performance is poor, especially when previous information or experience is not made available, also known as full stop problem. And about the trust, trust is some person as a commitment to an action based on belief that the future action of that person will lead to a good outcome. So maybe anything from the experience from the bloggers people give can lead to a good outcome. This is from Goldberg and Handler. So this survey I refer to some of the previous surveys, such as Survey of Trust and Reputation System. This one is from Computer Science and the Semantic Web. Another one is Trust in Internet Application. The last one is Trust in Workforce and Relevant Context. Also, many aspects of the definitions, there's still some, like a proposal which highlight the aspect of trust in natural content. Natural content here means I mean here is a experience that shared in the blog. And the natural content is mostly got from the non-official websites such as blog and forum. Okay, this is the how blog work in Indonesia. From the star.com, one of the famous newspaper in Indonesia, they come out that blogging activities in Indonesia are among the highest in the world. And from Utusan, they also come out with 500 active blog in Indonesia. And last year, they have My Events International focus on blogs, where they organize the work bloggers and social media awards. And this event, 80% evaluation comes from the public voting or internet user, and just 20% of judges' decision. So from this percentage, we also know that mostly people vote for the blog compared to the judges, because blog is very open to the people and very close to the people compared to the the judges or the official people. And also the best travel blog is won by Taste and Foods, and this blog is now taken and shared by the if I'm not mistaken, by the ThailandTourism.com, because even this is blog from Malaysian, but this Malaysian people, they keep sharing the information, but from traveling to the Thailand and also travel to somewhere like Australia and Singapore. So the study objective is to collect information about the user, especially bloggers, and to know how they view the characteristics regarding the relationship between the blog audience and information in general. And the design of the study, I used the Google Drive because I just use the simple one with Google Drive, and it's convenient also for live participant, flexible, and data gathering process. And the survey period is July to August. Actually, this survey is open until now, because we want to collect the data as much as we can. And the invitation using the Facebook, email, or face, and study group. So the participant 36 come from the internet user, and 34 from the blogger. And from this period, I collect 65 people, which is 74%, most is female, and some of them have a master or professional background, and just 8% from PhD student, and also from the outside country, from Malaysia, also have involved in this survey. Okay, and the discussion, for the blog characterization, most of the user have a personal blog and also hobby blog. And here I also asked about the question about how private are the things you write about on your blog, because I want to know whether their blog is very open to people, or they just like a very slightly or just moderate content information. And most of them say that they are slightly private, and they mean that they just open their blog to people, even though here the blog is got 92% of personal blog, personal category. And I also asked another question, if you were aware of all the people who read your blog, how likely is that you would become more careful about that, about what you write? And 35% choose very careful, because maybe they feel something like when they visit some place and they think that the place just a common place for people. Maybe some people have their another experience, some people have another experience too. Maybe the experience is different, so they start to be careful with what they are writing in the blog. And once the respondent know, she keep track with post that the visitor always read. For example, Alice have one blog, and in the blog they have many categories. For example, travel, food, or academic. And once she know that their visitors in the blog always keep track about the travel, so Alice start to post many information and share the experience about the travel. Okay. So this category 2 is the recommendation system. This one is to collect user view on behalf of getting the travel information by internet source. So here is one of the question: do you prefer to have the automated recommendation for travel information or not? And 68% answer yes, another no, and one's maybe below, they have no answer. And which recommendation do you prefer most? 71% from a friend you trust compared to a person who has similar taste like you. Here, maybe we conclude here, they keep trust the person they are not compared to the someone has similar taste, because even they have similar taste, maybe that person we cannot trust. So it's better to choose the person they trust compared to someone they are not trust, even they have a similar taste. So this is, for example, Bob might not know all his friends on the same level, and some of them might be new acquaintances in his blogs. Because even this is Bob followers, maybe two of them just his close friend, but another is not close to Bob, but she maybe like to travel information from Bob, and he maybe like the information about the academic from Bob. Okay, another question is what would be the recommendation that they would trust, and 38% from a person who is believed by them. Okay, so it's the result. So user has the confidence to believe in a person in different situations. Okay. And this is the last question. In terms of making recommendation, which one was described by your opinions? And 51% from people they know and trust compared to the automated recommendation generated by expert system, and also from the family. So the conclusion, this survey is done to know how user view the characteristic regarding the relationship between a blog audience and the information from the travel blogs. And user prefer to choose the people. This is from the ID and the result. The people or friends that they know and whom they feel can be trusted more compared to the others. And the user also strongly choose recommendation that come from person they believe compared to expert. And for future work, when we continue, this survey result will be implemented to our travel blog recommendation system. And we believe also the survey may help another researcher to find the information about the blog field. So sorry, I talk too fast because we already late. So if you have any question, you can ask me now.
Okay, any question?
Sorry, I talk too fast because I know everyone want to finish.
Once you have the survey result, you said you will develop the travel recommendation system. any plan? More specifically,
You mean
what kind of recommendation system?
focus on travel blog recommendation system.
I mean, what can be the new idea? I mean, compared with other...
It is based on the experience. I mean, compared to, for example, blog, Google recommendation search, they just use the keyword. But in my research, I use the experience from the blog to come out the result.
I have a question. Yeah. You said that your survey asked people about their trust,
Yes.
but when you want to apply for a future work, you want to apply this into an automatic or automated block recommendation system. How the system will identify the trust for the blog means that how the system should or can identify that this blog and blogs on this blog is trusted.
Okay, so actually it's based on the here I state about the many followers, comment and likes. Actually this is the like a measurement to compute the trust from the blog. So actually this survey is the beginning before I proceed to the measurement from the trust. So the result come from this measurement of trust. So,
Okay.
Okay. Alright, no other question? Okay, that's all. Thanks to all the presenters and participants who attend this particular session. May I remind you